What is the strongest thing in the world? Let's see. I think a lot of people would probably say, like, love would be the strongest thing in the world, and I have thought about saying that, but now that I think about it, I think the strongest thing in the world is time. Time is a force that is unstoppable by any other force, at least that we know of, and it's nothing. It's something that nobody can fight against as much as we really want to. And time has the power to heal things. It has the power to destroy them. You know, whether it's, relationships or just, buildings rusting or falling apart, or just, it has the power to change, the entire universe in our world. So I'd say that's the strongest thing in the world. Number 2, what is the most important trait for someone to have? I would say open-mindedness. And this is one of the reasons I really am crazy about my girlfriend. We're both really open-minded people, and so we always try to see things from different perspectives and talk about issues that we're having. And by issues, I mean, like, not necessarily with each other, but just, like, in general. We like to talk about things with people if we're having problems with those people. Not immediately, placing a stereotype on somebody without really getting to know them first. And I know that that's said a lot, but it's so true. Like, for somebody to deny that is just complete ignorance. And I think a lot of the world's problems, especially in, with world leaders, is just a lack of open-mindedness and a refusal to listen to what people have to say. That's another thing to go along with that, is like listening skills. Like, I love listening to people. I find it really important to be able to just sit down and listen to people talk about themselves. Not in a narcissistic way or anything like that, but just like talk about their problems or their pasts or, their dreams, their hopes, things like that, just anything. I love doing it, and I feel like more people need to listen to each other. Yeah. Number 3, in one word, sum up what you were put on this earth to do. Explain why. Well, I think enough of you know what that one word is going to be. Music. But it's so true. Music is it's almost like in my DNA. It's just a force that drives me, that, makes me who I am. It's in my blood. I think I'm put on this earth to enjoy it, to listen to it, to critique it, and most importantly, to compose it, and to perform it as well, but also to compose it. That's what I really want to do, because composing is definitely in my blood. can't really explain why. It's just, I'm not about to argue with it. It's, you know, a lot of people, like, I guess if you people, like, really don't believe in destiny, and I'm usually not a big destiny believer myself, but in this case, I would say it's definitely my destiny to be a composer, and to just be a musician in general. Number 4. What was the most surreal moment of your life? Oh boy. I could very easily say my first kiss, which happened less than a week, or about a week ago. So that's probably not it, but I really can't think of any other time that I can remember that was the most surreal moment of my life. So I'm just gonna go with that. It would have to be my first kiss. What do you want from life? Number 5. I want to love and be loved. And I want to succeed in my career, which is music. Not necessarily in a I like the fame aspect of it, but I'm not doing it just, because for the money or anything like that. I don't really want to make a lot of money from this. Not that it would be easy, but if I did get to that point, I don't really want to do it for the money. I just want to say that I, created something and spent my entire life creating music, creating a force that can change people's lives and which touches their souls at a level that no other force can touch. Yeah. Number 6, if you had to kill someone to keep someone else from killing you, would you? Oh boy, how to answer this question. Ideally, no, but it's all circumstantial. I think if the chips were down and the adrenaline was rushing through my body, I probably would end up doing it. No matter who it was, unfortunately, but I gotta be honest with that. So I think in reality I probably would, but I'm hoping that I never have to do that. So number 7, what is your earliest memory? I really don't know. It might be sitting in my mom's car at the time, driving to a babysitter's house. Yeah, I think that's probably my earliest memory. Number 8, what do you not like about yourself? I think if I had answered these questions like 2 weeks ago, then I would definitely be able to come up with one for this, but things have changed, so it's a bit harder now. But I think just one thing I don't really like about myself is situations dealing with, like, young children or old people with Alzheimer's. Like, I cannot stand to be in a nursing home with elderly people who are not completely there. Actually, I just figured it out. What it is, one thing that I don't like about myself is the fact that I can't, like, I don't like unpredictability with certain situations. I don't like sudden loud noises from people. I don't like yelling. I don't like yelling myself, or I don't like other people yelling at me. Yeah, like, I can't stand the sound of a baby screaming. I can't stand, like, old people just, like, people with Alzheimer's just yelling randomly. I can't stand it. I guess a lot of people don't like it, but I especially don't like it. I don't know. That's just me. Number 9. Oh, this is an interesting question. What is the role of government? Ideally, I think that the role of government is to provide certain regulations for society which otherwise would not be attainable. For the record, I don't like capitalism, even though I'm American. I love the idea of democracy. Like, I completely embrace democracy. But I feel that democracy and capitalism do not go well together. Because I feel like American democracy isn't really democracy. I feel like all the power and all the decisions that are made are in the hands of either corporations or politicians. It's all the people who have the most money. It should be the other way around. It should be all the people, the real people, no matter how much money they make. It should be all the people who make the decisions, not the politicians and corporations and lobbyists. That's not how it should be. It should be, decisions made by the people. That's the definition of a democracy. At least I think it is. That's definitely not what goes on in the United States. So, I really am very unpatriotic about, my American citizenship. I'm not very proud to be an American because of all the problems there are with our country and with our country's leaders. So, I try not to, be very boastful about, being an American. Like, people are just like, oh, I'm so proud to be an American and all that stuff. That's not me. I really want to move to Canada someday. Yeah. Number 10, how much is your channel you, and how much of it is a persona? I'm not really playing a character when I do my whisper videos. All I do is whisper about what goes on in my life and the kind of thoughts that I have about things and about music and all that stuff. These are things that I talk about in real life, so I don't think that there's any real persona involved in my whisper channel, other than the fact that I don't use my real name. Yeah. What is your definition of a hero? A person who looks out for others and puts others before himself or herself, no matter if they're strangers or close friends or family or whatever. Just someone who always looks out for other people no matter what, and is willing to risk their lives risk his or her life for them, and always follows the golden rule. Like, I was talking about this with my girlfriend the other day. She said that one of the things that attracted her to me was the fact that I almost always put others before myself, because I care a lot about others. But that doesn't really fit my description of a hero, because I tend to shy away from strangers and people that I don't know. So, in that way, I don't really fit my description of a hero, so I'm not really much of a hero, I guess. But, people who do fit that description, like people who work for the Peace Corps, and just people who are entirely selfless, those are the people that I consider to be heroes. And so basically, there are no politicians in that category. I hate politicians. Number 12. How much of life is environment and how much is it choice? I think the very early stages of life are environment, from like beginning in the womb until you're like, maybe 10 years old or something like that, and you start to make choices for yourself, choices that impact you and impact others. So I feel like 99% of life is choice, and then the rest of it is shaped by your environment that you are raised in. Sorry about that. My window's open. Sorry. Number 13. What is the only thing you can be 100% certain about? The only thing. Well, let's see. Very good question. Boy, I would say I actually don't know. I feel like even the things that we feel that we are really sure about, there's always some possibility that they're not true. So I don't think I can really answer that question completely honestly. Let's move on to the next one. 14. If you could be granted one thing for yourself only, what would it be? Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, answer this in kind of a trick way. I would love to be granted the ability to have all the resources I need to produce and write and compose music whenever I want, wherever I want, with no limits on anything. So yeah, that's a pretty big answer for that. 15. Why should we believe anything you have said? I don't know. You'll just have to trust me on this one. But I guess if I were to, there's no point in lying about any of this stuff. So I guess that's my answer for that. So I can assure you everything